In just one afternoon, the 450 title fight was turned upside down.
I cannot believe what has happened! What a massive shakeup!
After 5 consecutive victories, American rider Eli Tomac is facing adversity as he battles with his championship rivals. Frenchman Marvin Musquin.
He might just take over the series points lead. Musquin's a winner again!
And German Ken Roczen.
But Roczen has fought through the demons for this moment. He's got himself a moto win.
In the 250 class, Ohio native Aaron Plessinger has parlayed 3 overall wins to the championship lead as he looks to be the 3rd-star Yamaha rider to bring the coveted title home to the boys in blue.
Aaron Plessinger back on top. Aaron Plessinger 1-1 at Redbud.
The drama of Saturday afternoon motocross is live on MAV TV.
Track that most of the riders circle as one of the favorites of the 2018 Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship, the La Crescent Wine and Spirit Spring Creek National. Spring Creek National, let's give you the Lucas Oil race recap of our first 250 moto that was just completed. Aaron Plessinger buried off the start, Joey Savatgy with a motorsport.com hold shot, and a bunch of other riders down.
Yeah, that first turn, claiming some more victims in 2018, but great start for Savatgy. He would want to make the most of that, but it only lasted maybe a half a lap in the slick opening laps. He tucks the front end at the bottom of the hill, and that great start goes to waste.
Absolutely. So Savatgy in that moto in 10th. Aaron Plessinger starts making moves. He gets to 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and then the lead right here on Jordan Smith.
Yeah, that was really a great move, and used that to his advantage throughout that race. Made a couple good passes, and managed to get a gap. No one saw him from there.
Heel clicking his way to victory with some style. Aaron Plessinger wins first moto here at Millville. Forkner and Smith round out the top 3. Here's the results from this first moto. Jordan Smith, that's his first podium in a moto since the first moto of the 2016 season at Hangtown when he finished runner-up in that one. Justin Cooper does hold off McElrath for 4th. Hampshire, Alex Martin, Sexton, Nichols, and Savatgy rounding out the top 10. That's moto number 1. We'll show you the rest of it. Ferrandis, a little disappointing there, finishes up in 11th. Harrison, Bailey, Cantrell, McAdoo, Dakotas, Lopes, Moseman, Alex, and Tennant round out the top 20. Here at Millville, Minnesota's Spring Creek Motocross Park, you give me the Lucas Oil race recap for our 250 class. Alex Martin, popular hole shot for the home track specialist here, but he had company. Aaron Plessinger all over him right from the start.
And then Plessinger, his favorite spot on the track. So strong here all day. He's strong everywhere, but in particular this downhill. The camera doesn't do it justice. When you're flying down that hill, hitting those bumps, it's certainly scary.
It's scary just standing at the top of that thing. Then Austin Forkner had worked his way up to an overall podium finish until a crash with a lap rider. He's bent the radiator on the right side of that bike. He would end the moto in 18th place. And there goes a shot at the podium for him. That's been far too frequent an occurrence. Meanwhile, no such problems for Plessinger, who goes on to win the race, sweeping both motos today. And he also did that at our last race at Redbud. So suddenly the championship picture, which was so wild for the first half of the season, is becoming much more clear in favor of Plessinger because, look, based on those 2 moto wins, the right side column is the championship points scored for the day. Justin Cooper finishes 2nd, Alex Martin 3rd, but huge gap for Plessinger in points. Look at the difference now in points. Alex Martin almost an entire race day behind in the series standings. Plessinger making big moves these last 2 race weekends. Cooper hanging on to 3rd in the points. Musquin, he does have that points lead back. We'll show you all of this with our Lucas Oil race recap. So Roczen's going to nail yet another motorsport.com hole shot. He's been nailing his starts in his comeback this year. Musquin was actually in 2nd early. You see him bouncing off of the berm. But a little error by Marvin opens the door.
Yeah, just gets a little too hard on the throttle there, hits a slick patch. Eli gets a great drive. Eli starts trying to make the most of it, and then Marvin, coming off that last hill, must have got cross-rutted coming out of that corner. Maybe something a little bit similar to what happened earlier. He goes down, loses a spot to Baggett, and most importantly, the points lead.
And that proves costly. He finished the race in 4th. Meanwhile, Roczen held up under pressure from Tomac for about 25 minutes. Lap rider gets in his way. That was the opening that Tomac had been looking for. For about 2 laps, Roczen was able to stay with him, and eventually Tomac kept pouring the pressure and pulled away and went on to his 10th moto victory of the season. Here are the results. Baggett, a solid performance in third. That's his third moto podium of the year. Musquin, as mentioned, in fourth. Barcia, Pike. Webb wins that battle with Nicoletti for 7th. Miller, a great ride at the top 10 in 9th. Privateer Yamaha man Justin Hill, 10th on the Suzuki. Bloss, 11th. Cunningham, Lecurcio, Bogle, Cooper, top 15. Joey Crown back to 17th behind Masterpole. Gaines, LeMay, and Felix Lopez round out the top 20. At our next race at Washougal, we'll see if Musquin can get it back from him. Here's our Lucas Oil race recap. Musquin takes the early lead from Bogle, and Ken Roczen, who's in the middle, gets Bogle as well. So that was the battle early on. Roczen gave Musquin a pretty good challenge.
Yeah, they were close the entire race, but then slowly but surely, ET number 1 started getting close and then used the inside to make the pass of Roczen. And then, ironically, the pass that got him the lead was a role reversal. Musquin goes to the inside to protect. Eli so good
at this, just carrying that momentum, hard on the throttle, gets a good drive. See you later.
Oh, that had to feel good to make that pass and get the 1-1. Now it'll be up to Musquin to respond to the next one. Eli's certainly the king here at Millville, no doubt about it. Can Musquin bounce back? What's he got to do now? Try to put this aside?
Just do what he's been doing the whole year. Keeping the pressure on. It's worked from before. It'll work for him now. And, you know, these guys are so wrapped up. It's a lot of talk about championship. These guys are just trying to win races. Of course, like Eli said, that's in his mind. It's motivation. But these last, what do we got, 4 races left?
Yep.
They're going to be going for it.
Tomac the 1-1 and Musquin third. The real key, the column on the right. The overall points scored for the day, 10 gained by Tomac. And that's why he took a 3-point deficit to a 7-point lead. Baggett's going to just miss the podium in fourth. Here are those point standings. Spoiler alert, we already told you that Tomac has retaken it by 7. Barcia holding off Roczen for third. That is actually really close right now as Roczen edged Barcia today. He was 2nd overall, Barcia 5th. So that's going to be a pretty good fight between those two. Baggett 5th, Pike, Bloss, Nicoletti, Hill, and Cooper round out the top 10 in series standings right now.